A wonderful day for everyone tonight. You're welcome. Or morning, wherever you're connected from. I know some of you connected from different part of the world where you're just waking up. Good morning. And those of us who are in the evening, good evening. You want to go to bed back now, so good night. So you're welcome to this week episode and crypto updates. And of course, we're talking about driving a momentum towards making $1 per minute, and of course $60 per hour, and then arriving at $1,440 per day, and hitting $10,000 per week, and of course doing $43,000 per month and hitting $518,000 per year. Now, it sounds so how ambiguous, but I don't think it's a difficult task, because wherever you never set, whenever you set to run a race for yourself, you're able to create a momentum to achieving great things around it. So I'm going to take us in a dimension before we move further in today, because I know some of us are just beating about the bush and about crypto. Crypto investor, whatever name. So you're welcome. My name again is Midas Jimo. I'm the team leader of Plan B Express. So I'm going to take us on a round, and then you got to be patient for us to take this. I felt like letting you know. So welcome to Cash Flow Systems and Powered by Plan B Express. Now, it will interest you to know that in June 2019, of course, it was easy for you to use $20 to accumulate 200,000 Bitcoin. Now, if you press your calculator now, 200,000 Bitcoin is going to be amazing. Definitely. If you check how much is 200,000 Bitcoin now, in spite of the fact that we say the price is down, you know what it is. Now, that's quite a number of years ago in 2009. And how many of us will have been interested in buying Bitcoin at that time? Now, even up to now, everything we're doing around crypto is still about perception. Don't get it twisted. So it is important you know the understanding of what you're looking for and what you're doing. Okay. Now, as a build personal strategy, $1 per minute, very possible. It's just a matter of, do you believe it? And what do you need to know? But in doing this, you must understand one thing, that bear market is not your enemy. This is the place where people miss it so much. The bear market is never your enemy. So what do we do? How do I go against the bear market? All you do is to learn how to understand the trend. The secret in the trend, it would give you an edge ahead of the bear market or the bull market. It doesn't matter either way in a bull market or bear market, people will still lose money. In bull market, people still lose money. In bear market, people still lose money. And in bear market, people still make money. And in the bull market, people still make money. But the best time to make money is in the bear market. So announcement of the bull, of the bear activities is what you get to hear in the bull market. Now, there's something you must understand. You need to learn how to trade behind the crowd and then ahead of the crowd. You have to be one step ahead of the crowd and one step behind the crowd. If you must really at a very good step of making this money. Crowd would say a lot of things, but you have to learn how to be one leg ahead, one leg behind. It doesn't matter if you're wrong or right, but learn how to be behind and ahead of the crowd. If you look at the market that just happened now, what crowd was saying was that Bitcoin was going to go to 11,000. Yeah, even still going to get there, but it was not really too certain that it was this drop that happened. Okay, but good number of people have been talking about the market was going to go to 11,000 immediately. All right, and then where some of us were the opinion, looking at the facts and the chart, that we may stop out at $20,700 and something dollars. And so I'm not saying we're accurate, but the point is this: you just need to know how to be ahead of the time, ahead of the crowd. And sometimes some of those things that you're going to develop for yourself will not be in the book. That's why we say we show you what is not in any book. So Now, but for you to do well in the space, let me read this to you. There's a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, but look at this information. We say all information and data here is for informational and educational purposes only. So I make no representations as to accuracy, completeness, and the suitability of validity or any information. So I will not be liable for any errors, omission, injuries, damages, or losses arising from its use, because the information are based on my personal opinion and experience. It should not be considered professional financial investment advice. So the idea and strategies should not or never be used without first assessing your personal, please, before you say financial advisor, your personal, yourself first, and then financial situation, or without consulting. So now you have to check what is your financial situation. There are words in here that you must take personal interpretation into what you hear. So personal and financial situation of yourself, or without consulting your financial, professional advisor. So my thoughts and opinions will also change, okay? From time to time as I learn and accumulate more knowledge, because the life, is we live in a dynamic world, and we human are also flexible. So you are absolutely responsible for the outcome of your financial decision or choices. So understand this. Now, let me quickly take you guys to understand about business opportunity and choice of decision. Now, which has to do with risk and returns. I've met people and I've tried to let them see something beyond noise we hear in the marketplace. Now, we say, what's risk is all about? Risk refers to the variability of possible returns associated with a given investment. Risk, along with the return, is a major consideration in capital budgeting decision. So the firm must compare the expected return from a given investment with the risk associated with it. So risk is the possibility of losing something. Please take note. Risk is a possibility of losing something of value, and values such as physical health, social status, emotional well-being, or financial worth. Now, sometimes what we think is actually worth or money, what's at stake when you're getting involved in business is your money. No, when getting involved in business, emotional, so many things. Now you can have attack, your account can be hacked, and you'll be emotionally down. Okay, so expect anything when it has to do with you want to make, a very good thing out of whatever. So don't think the nature will not fight you back. The nature must fight you back, so you can lose money, you can lose friends, you can lose credibility, and so many things can happen. Now, until a man is ready to lose all of those things, he's not going to have anything. So most time I listen to people who want to be business, they want to make money, and then you tell them, can you do this? And then they listen to many motivational talk. And please be very careful. I've been sounding these over and over again. Business is beyond, some of those motivational talks we listen to everywhere. There is a fact in a chart. There's a fact, reality of life that you must face, for you to do well in business. Then when it comes to cryptocurrency, Forex, stock trading, commodity, different markets you want to get involved in, you must understand that as you want to make money, so also nature will fight the process you are implementing to make money. So business, the market have no respect for your emotion. It only welcome your strategy and pattern. So that's why we said you cannot be successful, trader or business persons in the crypto space, in forex market, and stock trading, and all of that, without first of all develop your personal strategy and work on, tell yourself a fact. Forget about people just tell you the suicide of business. Business, and I've been telling people time without number, listen, there is no real entrepreneur that will motivate you. They will tell you the fact and everything, and then yours is to like, what should I do next, okay? And so we say wealth and can be gained or lost when taking risk, resulting from a given action or inaction. So take note of this. Foreseen or unforeseen, plan or not plan. Now, when we talk about action and inaction, there is risk in your action, there is risk in your inaction. Action to invest in a platform is a risk, okay? Action or investing in a platform is also a risk. And that's why I conclude by saying this. It is better to lose by lost than to lose by miss. Now, when you take action, it's possible you are going to lose by lost. Now, if you don't take action, it's very possible that you lose by miss. And then when you lose by miss, it's more painful than when you lose by lost. Now, when I see people who, when they lose money, now by investing in a platform and the platform didn't work well, anything can happen. And then they come start lamenting. They are not even meant to come into business at all. Those type of persons are meant to probably just hide themselves and then transfer their risk to just like insurance. Okay. Now, those are the people who have to be, doing normal job in an office. Now, they felt that they don't take any risk, okay? But they don't know that they are taking physical risk because accidents on the road and so many other things. Assault in the office, insult, humiliations, and all of that. These are part of the risk. These are emotional risk. So you're going to lose something just because you want to take salary. So don't get deceived about the whole thing. But you may say it's minimal. Okay, yeah, fine. Maybe what you can take, I may not be able to take it. That's how, for me, for instance, myself, there are insults I cannot take. I cannot do, work politics and all of that. So I told myself, there's no point. I can work from home, build my own business, and not necessarily doing the conventional way people are doing business. So now the risk is still there. Felix, even if I'm not working somewhere, does that mean I'm not going to lose money? I still lose money, okay? So risk is not only when you lose money, you lost friends, you lost relationships, so many things can happen just because until all of those things have happened, you may not be able to build yourself effectively, okay? So I'm sure a lot of people, so risk and return are opposite concepts in the financial world, and the trade-off between them could be thought of as the ability to sleep at night test. For investors, the basic definitions of risk is a chance that an investment actual return will be different from what was expected. So what's the relationship between risk and return? Okay, so risk-return relationship, generally, the higher the potential return of an investment, the higher the risk. Okay, there's no guarantee that you will actually get higher return by accepting more risk. Get it? So diversification enables you to reduce the risk of your portfolio without sacrificing potential returns. Get this clear, everybody. Now, sometimes we may think that when I want to make more return, therefore, I will do more risky business. It really do not work like that at all time, okay? Sometimes I don't want to expose myself to many risks. Or for instance, like let me use this. I've been in business for many years now, online, before crypto, okay? Crypto is just a baby. Crypto was just 2009. I started getting involved in crypto in 2012. Okay, so and we waste so many coins, and I remember, after some years when Bitcoin was $100, 120, 150, we were just converting it to perfect money, to paper, to oh my God, drill. There's so many different online payment processors. So, but we've been doing online activities and all of that. So there were risk of losing a lot of things. I've been one day. I was on a particular ref shares, and then after investing, I think that was 2009 or no, that was 2008 or something. And then I invested so much money like that. All this group, I scoop everything together, and then hoping that wow, this company, I'm just taking a step now to be part of the pioneers, okay, and then pushing so much money. Then that was how I lost everything. So what I was going to do? Nothing. I just need to move on. Now, but to cover risk is to diversify. So diversification reduces your risk exposure, because if you lose this, you may not lose this. But please take note of this. Sometimes some people call it multiple streams of income. Now, sometimes your multiple streams of income may not really make sense, because if you have not really consolidated to a level, diversification, you may not understand it. People who have been able to build to an extent, and then they spread and build, and then so we need to understand that. Please, if you invite your friend to our forum, we don't caution people. We believe that everyone is an adult. You make noise, we remove you, and you cannot come back to our platform. Please be cautioned. We're all adults, and we're here for business. All right. Okay. Okay. So that's a business risk. So we teach, we instruct, and we guide people. That's what we do in Plan B. Please let me tell you.
Mr. Parkins, please off your microphone. Your microphone is disturbing us.
No, don't want people. Anyone who make noise on our forum will take you off. Don't worry. I don't want people. Okay, we say we teach, we instruct, and we guide. Now, there was, I think it was last week or this week, I start mentioning some things on our forum. Let me tell you guys something today. You're going to hear something to shock many of you, okay? Now, I want to warn many friends, even you're listening to me on Facebook out there, and some of us in Plan B. You know, we have a culture in Plan B, and in Plan B, we believe that what stays with you is what to learn. And you may not really appreciate it from the beginning. It will be later on, you will appreciate it. Yeah, everybody is looking for money, but the point is that if you don't build yourself and build your personal development, you're going to regret it in the future. A time is going to come, you're not having people around that will tell you more about crypto. Even if you come to office, let's say, if you come to our office in Plan B office in Port Harcourt right now, if you are not a student, maybe by this month we're entering to now, we're enrolling new students. Okay, we will make the plan out. Now, but this, what I'm trying to make now is that if you do not learn basics, if you come around, you may be confused because you see people in different groups attending to one thing or the other. Now, when you want to distract them, please come and put me through. It will be speaking some jargon you may not understand, because where his mind is now, maybe just come to the office, just had that. Have you bought this coin? Hey, have you bought this coin? I'm trying to buy this coin. And then he's now trying to figure out where he's going to get some money to buy those portfolio. Then you just come from nowhere and say, hey, please, can you come and put me through? Say, okay, wait, let me finish this. It's very possible for throughout the day, he may not finish that thing he tells you to. And then you can't say he's wicked, because even if a plane is crashing, what would they tell you? They say, put your own before you assist others. So in case we're going to land on the water or we're landing, so if you say evacuate, evacuate. So you have to do yours before you help others. Okay. So the same thing, you know, I said, don't be a Mr. Nice. Everything I tell you about life in business is what I experience, not what I read. Okay. Now, I guess many of you will laugh. I didn't tell anybody this thing. Then there was a time somebody sent me a message, okay, that and I want to put it to you today. Be very careful. Even some people who are very close to you, be very careful. Now, especially when it has to do with the issue of money. Now, people who are very dangerous in business, in online, in crypto, in Forex, and all of that are people who are not ready to learn. They can be very troublesome, okay? They can destroy your name. And, you know, it takes just 1% negative to destroy 99% positive. So it is easy to destroy than to build. So the relationship you've been building, your name you've been building for many years, one tiny thing is going to destroy it because you may not be sensitive. Why I'm going to say this is this. Did you know that I got a message from a friend, okay? I got a message from a friend, and somebody called him and who invested in Bitcoin mining in 2018. Yeah, so 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. That's about 4 years going to 5 years. Okay, now this fellow invested in Bitcoin mining, which was Bit Club Network that time. And of course, you should know that those type of persons were not even interested in coming to learn about how crypto works, what's happening. They asked, what they just hear is that I invest in crypto. And then this fellow invested 250,000 naira to be mining. And of course, many of us who were in Bit Club Network, we know that at 2018, 2019, we're having a downward activity. And that's why I will tell you people, use theory against dependent theory. And this fellow, you know what he said? He just called my friend and sent a message to my friend. Oh, I don't heard anything about this Bitcoin investment I did 2018. Please, I need my money. You will laugh, okay? I need my money. I need my money. Come on. Then my friend will like, what are you talking about? Do you remember this person? Hey, many of you will laugh today. Did you know that this fellow have to bring the slip he used in paying money to account in 2018 and said, this is the slip I use in paying, please return my money back. So be careful. I'm telling you and I'm warning you. People are, like we're saying on one of our group, that people with small money have too much trouble. I'm not saying poor people, I'm not qualifying people by how much they have, okay? Understand it. There are some persons, I consider you be a poor person when you are not ready to learn. People who are ready to learn are actually wealthy people. So irrespective of how much money you have, once you are not ready to learn, you are a very poor person. Because once you are poor in your mind, you always, some person who felt they know it too much, they don't want to learn anything. I just want to, they are poor people. Be careful about them, okay? Because they're going to destroy your relationship. They're going to destroy your name. They're going to tell so many nasty things about you. Yeah, fine. You don't need to care whatever people will say about you. It is natural. But be careful not to have deal with them, okay? Sometimes some people you want to, okay, let me use another example. Some people you want to assist to buy Bitcoin. And then they say, okay, some people bank account were locked because they buy Bitcoin for people. Then because those people are very, their brain is small. Then, and because they call themselves intelligent people, see what they're going to do. The moment they are sending money to your account, now, not that they have any deal with you, you just want to assist them to buy USDT because they want to invest in a platform and they do not know how to go about it. They want to be sure so that let it not come that one day you need to go to court because you did buy them your USDT. See what they would do. Now, even when they have been taught that, hey, everybody, please, when you are doing transactions with bank and all of that, don't put, transaction history as crypto, Bitcoin, and all of that. See what they're going to do. The person will write buy of Bitcoin of so. It will do those narrative. And I've seen a lot of people like that their account was blocked just because they want to assist people to buy Bitcoin. Now, don't be afraid. Some of you who are new, we're not blocking your way that people should not put you through. But you too have to help yourself. Heaven help those who help themselves. So now you can imagine such person. Imagine now I want to assist somebody to buy USDT or buy Bitcoin or buy Ethereum. And in the process, he now implicate me. Just maybe you've been doing a lot of transaction with your bank and somebody want to say, help me buy Bitcoin worth of 100,000 naira, for God's sake. And then when he's sending, he will send detail. Yes, payment for Bitcoin, so date. And he will keep the slip. So in case something went wrong, he will say, please, I have the transaction detail. So we meet in court. So be careful. I'm just telling you guys this. A lot are happening. Some people have been victim of what they, now people you were interested in helping, sincerely from your heart, have put a lot of people into trouble. And you can now agree with me that I told you guys, time will come, people will not see who to assist them, okay? And some persons, again, when you help them out, probably and something went wrong, they put eye on you that it must be you that have actually created problem with their transactions and the like. I'm just saying it. All this I'm telling you, I've experienced them, okay? And I've helped, I've seen a lot, and that's why I will say. Now, you are entering a new dimension of do your business, be meticulous, don't run into trouble, and then avoid, so much issue. Don't be emotional, okay? People come around. Can you help me? To be very sincere, if you don't know have time and you don't know you can handle it, just tell the person, politely, oh, no, I don't think I can do that. And the best help you can do for anybody, because I have a nature. I don't buy coin for people. When you come around me, please, can you help me? I say, no, I will put you through. Rather than you give me your money and then, because I'm this type, I do not have time to respond to calls. And imagine somebody have sent money to my bank account and is calling every now and then, and that's the time I do not pick. What do you think comes to your mind? People have more dirty mind than you expected. The next thing, this guy is a criminal, you know what? Because he has collected my money and that's why it's not picking my call again. So be very careful. Okay, so in plan B, we say we teach, we instruct, and then basically look at what we do: research informations, blockchain technology, 4IR, e-commerce, MLM, digital marketing, hybrid farming, career development, tokenized stocks, entrepreneurship, and handy lifestyle. Somebody was asking me on that group, that was something me remember what we actually do in plan B, and they was like, I should be taking supplement, and I have to show them I have a lot of supplement I've been taking. And so it's all about making money. We don't become in search of money, in search of wealth and destroy our health. No, we make money, we build our health, and then we build relationship. Now, background understanding, look at it. We said, this is it. We said something like this, said, it is important to know that each industry develop its own terminology over time, creating certain terms and specific language, which aren't always self-explanatory. So this can be a major challenge for newcomer to a market or industry, especially when it come across terms and acronyms that don't make any sense. Guess what? The blockchain technology sector is no exception. So knowing the basic in the blockchain and cryptocurrency will equip you for a sound decisions and put you ahead, right, of many who are yet to be there. So, and the good thing, that's what we do, and put people through the right knowledge in cryptocurrency. Okay, so it's important for you to know that you cannot build, you cannot get what you you cannot give what you do not have. So you must build yourself up. So we said plan B, what do we do? So decentralized world. Now that's one of the craziest things. And now I just want to show you already, because a lot of people have asked me, you didn't let us, I'm letting you know that in plan B, we have private mentorship, costs you $5,000 lifetime, right? This covers everything in whatever thing we do. And then we have Be With Me, and that costs you $1,500 yearly. That just have access to information, which coin to buy, you know, how to assemble your portfolio and all of that. Then we have the academy. Those of you, don't deceive yourself. Felix talking to you as tier 10 training, okay? I'm a live student. I'm not a professional. I'm not an expert. I'm a live student. And remember, we say knowledge change every now and then. So what you think you know last year is not relevant now. So be careful. Many people thought they are guru. I meet people, they'll say, I'm crypto lord, crypto king. You know nothing, because crypto have not really started. You're just getting fundamentals and basic and all of that. Then we have both AI training for crypto, you know, 750, that other. Now, there was a training we did. It was like a marathon training last 2 weeks or so. We call it robotic hybrid swing trading cycles, which cost $500. And we say $500, not, the training was 3 days massive training to understand entry and exit. And then that cost $500. Now, why 6 months? The 6 months is that after the training, you still have follow-up information, so that, like I remember, I still have to post something there. Was it yesterday or today? And then that will help them. But this must be people who, of course, have learned, know how to navigate through exchange platform, because we aren't going to show you how to navigate through exchange platform. We're only going to show you pattern and strategy on how to build your portfolio. Then we have flexi and student life mode. Now this will give you some other training too. And then of course the other little information you may need to know. Okay. Okay, so that for, you know, that for, so we now say plan B, of course, we dive into mining, affiliates, staking, and all of that. We'll tell you all of those things. So now let's quickly look at something very, very important. Okay, let's quickly look at something. So now many of you already used to, you may not be able to start from here, but you can start from here. You can still start from making 1 cent per minute and $1 per hour, and then $24 per day. Then you're on your way to $1 per minute. Now, you cannot jump into $1 per minute, you will crash, okay? But you can start from 1 cent per minute and $1 per hour, then $24 per day, then working towards $168 per week, and then $720 per month. It's very realistic, okay? A lot of people have crossed that stage. Now, but we say, what's the game plan, okay? It's good to be here, okay? It's good to be here. $1 per minute makes sense, okay? $60 per hour makes sense. $1,440 per day makes sense. $10,000 per month makes sense. Then $43,000 per year, per month, sorry, makes sense, okay? Now, you're now saying to make $518,000 per year. Now, if you look at it ordinarily, can I make $518,000 per year? Yes, it's possible. Now, if I were you, I would set a goal of $1 million per year. All right. Now, if you're able to hit the milestone, if you set $1 million per year, just divide it and now see what you're actually working towards. And we said, how do we get that? Personal trading. All right. It's very important. Personal trading on crypto, on FX, on stocks. I trade Forex, I trade crypto, stocks. FX was many, many years, but sometimes I look at some people who even say, I trade Forex. If me and you will still trade Forex, I may beat you to it. That's the truth. Because I look at it that one of the craziest things that kill people in Forex is not actually the market, it's themselves. They're the problem of themselves, all right? Not the market is their problem, okay? They trade, right? They trade and want to win all the trade, all right? And they want to make long, much money at once. It's not going to work, right? It's not going to work. There was somebody I was sharing some ideology to with last 2 weeks or so. So we're chatting, and then every time he come around, we sit down, we look at some market together. And then as at the time I will exit the market was still very looking good, okay? And he said, why do you exit the market? The market is still very good. You do not need to exit the market. Okay, come in. Let me quickly show this. Okay, so it's going to tell me, Felix, you do not need to exit the market. Okay, now I said, yeah, I'm exiting the market. You know why I could exit some market at every point in time? This is my mindset. Oh, Felix, how much do you target to make today? Is it $1 or is it $24? Is it $50? Any place that first give me the $50, I pick it out. All right, I will secure that day first for. So if I'm working on $24 per day, any of my portfolio or system that give me $24, I first secure it. And I call that one done, right? Because I have a place I'm going to. Any other thing is an addition, okay? Now remember, we say you have to diversify, and that's the awareness. So when I will exit, say, no. And eventually, remember, look at what happened here. What do I say here? Trade behind and ahead of the crowd. So him, or she rather, wanted me to always be in the market at all time. No. My own is that, what is my winning rate? So it's not about being in the market every time. It's about what's my winning rate. Yeah, you can lose some trade. Understand this. You must, it's a must. You can't win all the trade. Just understand it. Looking for trouble is to say, I want to win all the trade. But let your winning be more than your lose, okay? Now, so we said personal trading. And now let me go. If you are new today, let me go. I said, don't ever you trade without having a strategy. Don't. And when you are trading, and let me correct one impression, because a lot of people, when you talk about trading, one thing, day trading, scalping. No, it's wrong. That's why most people, when you meet them, on a good day, they can trade. But they thought trading every time you continue to stare at the market and come to your laptop at every second, and that's what they call trading. No, trading simply means system through which someone buy and sell, and the purpose to make profit, but chances of making loss available. That's it. That's trading. A medium or through a process that involves an individual buying and reselling it for the purpose of profit. That's all. That's trading. It doesn't matter how long. Okay. Now, sometime, and that's the thing I pray. I say, God, I want to domesticate crypto and trading. If you let an area market person in Nigeria, for instance, in Aba, let him understand it's the same way he goes to area market and buy some pairs of gin and come to Aba main park and sell it with social profit, is trading. And so who now told you that same person who does that cannot do crypto? He can. The same person know how to buy storage, go to farm and buy some corn when it's still cheap, especially when production is high, and then when farming season was very fast, people want to make money and then they want to send their children back to school, or during festive period, Christmas, they want to sell a lot of produce. Then they buy it. I do that. Yeah, I do that. And then they buy it and go store it. When they store it, they wait. When scarcity is available, there's more demand and less supply that time. Perhaps people have sold their own. Now, like in my village where I come from, there are some people who used to do that now. What do? See what they do. They use a style like this. There are farmers who clear bushes and then cultivate the land. Now, at this point, they lack fund, okay? They lack fund. So they lack fund, all right? So with the fund they lack, they are looking for who will sponsor them, okay? They are looking for who will sponsor them. And let me use an example so it will clear you. So that when you are doing your crypto, stop looking at crypto like mysticism. No, stop that. They are looking for people who will give them money. Now, let's say a sack of dry corn. Right now, maybe you bargain with them and say, oh, I'm going to give you at the rate of 10,000 or 15,000 naira per sack of corn. And he said, yeah, bring the money. Now, look at what he's looking for. That's what we call power of leverage. He doesn't have the money. He has the techniques. He has the capacity. He has the skill to go to the farm. Now, he needs money. So he's going to collect the money from you. And then probably you give him, let's say 10,000 per sack of bags. And he collects, you give him times 20. So 10,000 times 20, that's about 400,000 naira. Now, he has collected 400,000 naira from you. Now, that 400,000 naira is going to dispense it to buy chemicals, hiring of tractors to, do harrowing and all of those things. He's going to do that. Now, you don't have time to farm. You do not have that energy. You don't even know how to go about, don't have land to do the farming. He's going to do the farm. Then he collect the money from you. You have an agreement. Now, the farm starts getting over. Now, immediately when the farm now matured at the normal big season of the production, now you're going to go steadfast. And you too, if you're not smart and if you do not understand how the business is run, and ask from people who have been doing it before, you will relax that when the time comes, it's going to give you your corn. Yes, fine. But look at the challenge. When you don't collect it on time, when the price is too cheap, probably maybe when the starting maybe 10,000, give and take, or even 8,000 naira. And then sometime it go to maybe at 12,000 or 15,000 naira per sack of dry corn. And now you didn't ask him. Now, he too didn't bother because he was doing other things. And then when the sack of corn is now 30,000 naira, you go to him to ask, guy, you know what? He's going to abscond. That's the truth. Because that time, he's going to be calculating, oh my God, if you're not careful, your corn will be another farming season. Okay? Now, the same thing in crypto. Now, we do launchpad and all of those things. You put in money, part of the pre-sale, and the company, they have set up the structure, but they need fund to really do a lot of things, get their blockchain over, or other things they just need to do. Marketing, hypes, and all of those things. And that's where you put in the money. And that's why you see, if you work well, eventually, you make insane money. Okay? If you work well, eventually, you make insane money. If you didn't work well, you may have your loss. That's the truth. So it's possible that way. Now, when that market now becomes something stable, then people do normal buy and selling. Now, at that point, people are buying at 25,000 naira per bag and sell at 27,000. Now, that is another level of trading. So this type of traders are day traders. So okay, they go to this, they buy, they sell. Now, but these long-term traders, they enter early, hold it, and that's what we call storage. They hold it until the dry season, when the market everywhere, the supply is very slow, and then the demand is high because of the consumption rate. Now, at that time, it's now like 30K, 35K, and then you bought it at 10K. Good, fine. When you are selling, you make more money. So does that really mean that because this man gave money to a farmer, and then the farmer go to farm the corn, and then after then he returned the volume of the sack of the corn to him, he too is a trader. And you have other person who they are regularly in the market every now and then, go to different bush market, go to different city market and all of that, and be doing day to day. Day to day are traders, but they are day traders. So understand it. Some person, when you invite them, I don't know how to trade, I don't want to trade. No, as long as you buy, you hold, you keep it. When the price go up, maybe 1 year, 2 years, and you say you're still a trader. Okay, understand that, okay? So you have to choose. So now, but we said something that is very important. You cannot trade, all right? You cannot trade without having where to check information. The base of trading or buy and selling is to have access to certain informations that are not yet open to some persons. You have access to it, and that's what guides you. But those informations need to be vetted to an extent if it's already an established coin. Now, let's quickly look. If you're here and you yet do not have TradingView, I'm going to post maybe on our chat again, and then you're going to take it. Now, you go to TradingView. Now, I showed us something on the coming. I showed us something on Facebook the other day, on our chat forum about just a moment. Okay. Beg your pardon, I'm coming on. Okay, yeah, so let me check here. Okay. All right. Okay, now look at example of this is this. Okay, let me go to private mentorship and show you guys something. Now, you look at it, this is a forum, and what was the information given at a particular day, okay? This was this, I said, all the areas back red, okay, we're already about coming down that time. I want to see, yeah, where's this chart? Okay, I think here I said, all right, fragile market, let us exercise some caution because, like I said early on, the bear flag was critical as PTC next candle red, okay, unable to break the resistance. So if it prints the next candle red, then we may retest 22,800 to 20,750 before a new bounce. So I'm targeting to short the market because the fundamentals are not good at all. It is gradually confirming technically. Now I have to now enter the market. I short the market. Those of you who are, you're trading and you understand some technical stuff. And I saw area of confluence here. Now listen, at the point of even this confluence, I may short the market and got stopped out, depending on where I put my stop loss. Because these are skills you need to acquire, okay? Now, shorting the market here, I have many options. If I'm not the type that do future trading occasionally, and I told most of my community, I don't enter short or long all the time. I trade breakout. So if it's going to be massively going down, I'm going to short. Going to be massively going up, I'm going to short, something like this. This is a fantastic bull. So I'm going to long, okay? Like this was a very good trend. I'm going to long. Now, here, it was critical. The market have returned over, could not break from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, of course, a very long engulfing candle, a bearish engulfing candle, and then come to the confluence. The trend line got broken. The control line, volume control line got broken. And I said, guys, once we break here, forget nothing will hold this guy not to touch here, right? Which was around 20,700 and something dollars. Now, if you go back here, and then I have to like come over here to show you this, that if you break this, yeah, then we're going to go banana. Then that will go to a very yearly structure, a very so many year structure, $19,770. And of course, we expected a bounce from here. And then we got that, right? But it's still fragile because if you go back to the market right now, come in, guys. So that's what you need, right information. Can you see? Now, we actually got the bounce at what? $20,761. At the first point, it's as if it was going to return, and then we have the next, and then the market is now struggling that, oh, we're going to bounce, and maybe up again to about 23. Now, until we break 24K, now we're going to struggle up again. But that's not what to jubilate. But while we're still down, somebody is making money. As I short the market, did I close my market at this? No, I have to close my market before that time. Now, fellas, what will happen? If you get to this and the market did not stop, are you going to short? No, that would be stupidity of me. I can only short if a breakdown again below 19,000 plus, then I will know that, oh, we're going to that 17, 16, 14, another strong point, probably to 11,000. Okay, now, but things can change, but you are using more strong probability of a return, as it were. Okay, so now it's an error for you to be in the market. Now look at it. I have to start looking at what am I going to do? Setting my structure. Okay. Okay, Solana, you know, you can see that Solana was already making a bounce. Of course, whatever BTC print. Okay, you can see a bounce. And that was why I gave everybody free so many indicators, but I gave this indicator IDBBMA. Now, you do not need to give yourself so much trouble, especially those of you who I don't have so much thing. What you need, number one, you need to have access to the right information, not deceptive information, not pump and dump style, but people that have made some detailed research and don't speak out of sentiment, just speak with facts in the chart and so many thorough research. Then you're able to tell, like I told people, hey, market was going to go down. Now, do I need to just depend on that alone? We have to look for more information, and so that we don't just make wrong, you know, entry and exit. So you can imagine shorting the market from here and go over here. The money I make, I didn't buy any other thing. I didn't enter any market again and all of that. So it's okay. When I get the good confirmation, I enter. I entered long since, but not too critical because the markets could still get dumped, right? Still get dumped. That's the truth, right? But from the look of things, today is Sunday. Coming tomorrow, maybe by 1, 2, 3 a.m. and then getting to about 6 a.m., you may have it bounce up. Then fine. So whatever entry I do, I can exit, take my money now. But you may want to ask me, Felix, what happened to those of us who have not taken position? Just wait, I'm going to show you something now. Now, what to do, those of you who are not critically trading, you just need to have indicators actually lag behind. Indicators lag behind. I trade with price action and breakout, okay, with perfect candle pattern, but indicator will just to add up confirmation, all right? So imagine you do not know most things, but you have a trading view, it's free, and then you keep it, and it's giving you when to buy. At least even if you are just depending on the trading, on the, what's it called? Indicators to buy, IDBBMA with alert, and it asks you to buy here. From here to here already, let's look at, this is BTC. No. Don't like BTC on that. Rather, you trade coins that, like BNB is better. You trade BNB, Ethereum, Matic, and Solana. You're okay. Okay? You can just pick Matic, BNB, yeah, Matic, BNB, Ethereum, Solana. Okay? Let me see what BNB is doing now. Okay, BNB. So that's another confusion people set for themselves. Okay, you can see what fantastic thing BNB has done. Okay, let's look at what BNB has done. If you are on BNB, you fancy BNB, all right? And please don't trade with emotion, because you may enter BNB here with this move and it pump up here and dump again. Oh my God, let me exit. No, you don't panic sell. But you can see the cover that BNB had done. Look at it from here. Sorry about that. So BNB have done 6%, okay? from that bottom out on 6%. Now, the moment it crosses 50 MA, then it can go parabola. Okay. All right. So now what to do is just, again, you can see where I just say that will be more critical for BNB. I already have a critical point for BNB here. That's about 269 to 267, but he never did. And said, I knew that, okay, that's another good point for it. There are things you have to check about that. Okay. So don't give yourself unnecessary headache. All you do, simplify yourself, select 1 or 2, 3 coins, face it, they move, you move with them. After all, what you're looking for is how to make money. And then when you make profit, you can secure to some of those coins you love to hold. If it's BNB you love to hold, you make profit in Solana, in Ethereum, in Matic, you buy more of BNB and keep. Like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. And then you will be fine. Okay, so that for the basic buying and selling. And of course, you need to have an exchange. Those of you who are still new. Now, if Binance is giving you a headache, open KuCoin, open Gate.io and all of those things. And then if you see somebody who's going to help you to buy USDT, transfer to you, you pay for it, and then you do your trade. And then those of you who are using Binance, I know I meant to understand some of you are new. Go to my YouTube channel. I've done a lot of simplification of video on how to navigate exchange platform. I won't do that here right now, but you can do that. Now, so go to the next thing. I'm going to flip very faster. So go to the next thing. This is what I showed to us. Yeah. Where is it? Okay. So I said personal trading. So you need a TradingView account. So I trade with other tools like trading account, and I use 3 commas to accumulate coin. Not all time I have time to be entering the market, going up and down. So I set a boat for myself. Over time, even if you do not have money for boat, you can register and use the free, where you can set 1 boat for a particular coin and 1 smart trade for another coin, or even the same coin. For instance, if you look at it here, let me show you guys something very fast here. Now, let's say I'm trading BNB, okay? I'm trading BNB and Solana, okay? I'm trading BNB and Solana. Where is Mr. Solana? Solana, SOL. So as the Solana is scalping and scalping and scalping, then, and I've seen BNB at a very good entry point here, right? Like there was one of my protege, he had to chat me the other day. It's like the BNB has actually bottomed out. Can I buy some now? I said, you're good. I was busy, but he has to, call for my attention. He just want to get a confirmation, having checked on some of those things he has learned, and he saw that, wow, this is bottom out. I said, nice, that's a nice one. Go ahead. I'm sure he must have bought. So in that case, you have bought BNB here, and then the first serious resistance you are looking at for BNB over here at 300 thereabout, and then if it crosses it, and then later if it's unable to cross all those journey, then maybe it's going to bounce back again, coming down. Then if you have bought BNB here at that point, and then it goes to $330 or thereabout, and you notice any change, of course you are going to know what to do for what will give indicator for change. And then at that point you are selling BNB, not to sell and withdraw the money, but you are selling BNB and waiting for it to retrace. Just like, of course, some of us have been trading BNB, like this market when it came down to $193 and we bought, it got to 280 something or 260 something, we have to sell. No, 272, we have to sell and then return back again to buy back, and have been doing that. So imagine after you have done all of those things and you have sold BNB, very possible maybe you didn't sell here because you thought it's still going to go up. But at this point, when the market broke 50 MA, you know that it's not Yoko. You know that this guy is not playing again. Another attempt, this guy become a resistance. What was a support from here up to here? He broke it and become a resistance. A touch, this one, the touch was just the weak, and then it went banana. Okay? So at that point, maybe it may be at this point, the person is selling. And he has sold. And he's waiting. Is he going to buy here? No. This is a bear flag. He didn't buy. He's just still waiting. But he has bought here. Having bought here, has he sold here? No. He's not doing scalping. He's holding it to see when it has moved a very reasonable move before he now sells. And why selling? It's not selling to waste the money. It's selling so that I can buy back. That is cost average. And that's what we call hybrid swing cycle. You are doing hybrid swing cycle. So hybrid swing cycle is one of the fantastic next to buy and hold. Because buy and hold sometimes, if you're not logical about it, you can buy and hold. Somebody bought Bitcoin maybe at $7,000 and he watched it to 65 and Bitcoin dropped from 65, came down to 17. You say, I'm a holder. No, 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 no. There's no common sense there. You are not a holder. You do not understand the market. Because at that point, you know that this is another market. This is a bear market. This is a bull market. The bull market is over. Then I need to dispose it and wait for the bear. So I collect from the bear and wait take. That's where you become a serious holder. But of course, if you're a holder for like 3, 4, 5, 7 years, well, maybe 10 years from now, if Bitcoin is at $500 or $1 million, nobody will care how much you bought it, anything at $20,000. That means anything less than 100,000 was actually a very cheap price you bought it. Okay, so let's quickly look at, I'm going to summarize now. So I was adding up some things that you have seen that, okay, personal trading is very important. And now you're looking at other strategies, taking project, DeFi games, and all of that. Of course, I'll just paraphrase it. We added these two guys last week, Streak. What I saw on Streak, somebody have been calling my attention to it, my very close friend, since before he started it. But I'm too busy. But definitely, please take note of something. I will warn everybody. Different business bless different people. You must not be everywhere. Okay? You must not be everywhere. Now, when things are posted and your hands are tied, you do not have enough money, don't kill yourself. Face the one you are facing. Now, especially when you want to build the affiliate, you can diversify, but you may want to build a particular one that is your affiliate building. Maybe you want to build, maybe you are on Zinc, Sapphire, and you are building network on it, but others, you only spread tentacles there, but you face Zinc, Sapphire to build the network. That's fantastic for you. Maybe you want to face, like we have people who are in Forex, you want to build more ecosystem so much on next gen. Yeah, it's fantastic for you, it's beautiful. Then you are then diversifying to other things. Now, maybe you want to build ecosystem around Mavi. So that's another very, powerful project, that we bought into. And then I'm sure I did some things last week on it about the Mavi farming, and then that's part of diversification. Okay, where is it? Well, Mavi. Okay, Ultron. Okay, you can see Ultron. Ultron now. Let me connect. So I showed you guys when I did it. I just did like $200 and something for the running and added some other later, and then you can see it's a 550 file now. So what it has accrued is about $30 plus. I saw that on the average I was making about 100 thereabouts of the ULX every day. That was around 100 plus, or 100 in dollar was ranging from $3 to $3.5 every day. Okay, so and the capital too is growing because of the OLX. But understand that if the coin come down to this, is still going to come down. So take understanding about that, because somebody is going to ask you, oh, you mean you put $500, you are earning $3.5 every day? I know most of us were used to dollar, fiat currency. Yeah, there's nothing bad about that. Okay. So now it's going to calculate this, say, okay, if you are making an average of $3.5 in every day, so it's going to be saying multiply by 30 days. See, so that means I can make about $105 every month on my $500. Please be careful the way you calculate things. So because most times that's when you run into trouble. A time could come, the price of that coin could come down to, let's say, 11 cents. And then maybe you are getting about 125 in a day. Oh, sorry, 11 cents, that's 0.11 multiplied by 125 in a day. Am I in order? Sorry, I like to be factual, okay? 0.11. This is 11 cents, correct? Multiplied by 125. It's actually up to 125. Okay, let's say, okay, let's say, okay, 3.5. Yeah, 3.5. $3. Okay. 0. Okay, 0. Yeah, like I'm coming. 1 cent. It's now 1 cent. It's now 2 cent, 9 penny. So let's say now go about 1 cent, 1 penny. Good, thank you very much. And then multiply by 125. So that's going to be 1.37. 1.37. Now multiply by 30 days. Now that's $41. Now, I know many people who are just only core network marketers. He's going to call you. Huh? What happened? I thought you said I'm going to be earning $100 minimum, at least worst case scenario, every month $100. I've already calculated that in 5 months, I will have earned my $500. Then now I'm seeing $40. And then maybe the price won't come to like 1 cent or even 9 penny. So 0.009 multiplied by 125. So it's now any 1.125. So multiply by 30 days. So then it's $33. He said, come on, that was not what you told me. Imagine $70 difference. That's too bad. That's too bad. That means this is going to take me multiply by 12 months before I will realize my money. Can you imagine in 1 year, I've not realized my $500? This is nonsense. Be careful, those type of people. Instead to be jealous about the volume of the coin, and they know that the capacity of the coin, if the companies is really doing their job, eventually, if the coin get to like just 50 cents and is accruing 125 a day, multiply by 30 days sometime. So that's going to give him about 3,750, and he get to 50 cents, 0.5. Now that's about 8,875 that he that he was actually not understanding, but he was wasting it because he's looking for, you know, the get rich quick scheme or just to waste money. Okay, so that's Ultron. So Ultron, you have 2 ways around it. You can stake, number 1, on the back of it through the Mavi, and you can build affiliate, number 2, and can see that this account has made about $1,596, let's say just in 3 months. And then the money is away from here. The money have been engaged for another thing. That's the truth. Money don't stay in my system. You can see 0. Even the lowest, I will just take it out because I'm going to engage it somewhere. So Mavi is there. So we said the new one we added is this streak. And then the streak, the token, they have a bond mechanism, right? And you can read more about it later, or I'm going to do a detailed training about it. Then another one that we added to is Aliyah. Now listen to me. This is the sentiment I give to everybody. Now, every platform, like now, I bought ULX, some, and keep separate since they have opened. Not all of them, any platform I'm investing into, and the coin's already in the market, I'm in the culture of buying the coin and keep, because the company, when they are doing some hype and paparazzi here and there, is going to moon the coin. And then, and that was a strategy I always use. I use it very often. And that's why I don't hide it. I tell you, hey, okay, I was looking at Aliyah, some people who started early when the thing I think was a very low cent. Now I said, okay, no problem. I met it at 38 cents. So I now said, okay, now if I'm going to use $1,000 or let's say $2,000 dedicated for Aliyah, I'm going to divide into 2. So $1,000 I will invest in the platform. Because why? So now let's say you're coming in at for 3 cents, $1,000. So $1,000 divided by 0.4343. That's going to give you about 2,325. So let's just say 2,300 Aliyah. Now, when the price go up very well, maybe they just pump because activities, hype, and all of those. Those are marketing gimmicks and strategy. And then 2,300 of the coin, and then the price just gets, let's say $1.02 or $1.50. So 1.5. So no, that's too much. Let's just say $1. Okay, so multiply by $1, that's going to $2,300. Now see what I'm going to do. How much was my investment ordinarily? $2,000, because half to the staking or mining of this thing, and then half to buy the coin. So I'm going to sell and then watch the market go down. So when I move, and I see that the movement with me in buying the coin, sell it again, buy and sell it, has given me more money. I scratch my $2,000 and pump it to another investment. So that's where we have negative impact. People think it's just about staying and be, shouting, this is the best company in the world. No, I'm not saying some platforms are not good. Be careful. Don't get carried away by the CEO promises. Any company, I don't care, any company. So long you are not a visionaire, anything can happen about them. It's either they have been attacked or they didn't plan very well, right? Or intentionally too, they do what they want to do. Because some of them, you say, hey, since they are not paying too high percentage, that means they will stay. That's not a yardstick. Be very careful. Get it now. So, enjoy white last. Now, that does not mean you should go and join Ponzi scheme here and there. I'm not saying that. But how do you even know which one is genuine? I've done a lot of companies, and then what I gave to them was I thought they were, because you see the Jim people around them. But unfortunately, they were not. They were not. So some that you even thought that were not serious, they eventually emerge to be very strong and deliver so much. So I come to this conclusion to say, hey, the best for you is to come into the platform, see how to maximize it. Don't depend on it. Use them. Okay? So Aliyah is added. Okay, so let me just quickly go back then. So if you have questions, you can ask. So Aliyah is added. I think the minimum investment you can do on Aliyah is about $100. Okay, not $100. I think $50, or let's just say $100 to help yourself. But minimum of the coin you can lock is 200. No, it's 100 pieces. And then how much per one now is 43 cents or thereabouts. So because of charges and transaction fee, you're going to. One thing I love there is that I just connected with my MetaMask straight, and I say, okay, that's lovely. So buy and fund from my MetaMask directly, not even going to any centralized exchange. So which make a lot of sense. And then that's doing whatever thing there. So Streak, I've told a lot of people to buy, and then I don't know that they buy. Streak now is about $100 plus. It's more expensive. So Streak is about $100 plus. STKK. Okay. STKK. So I think it's about 104, 103, or 105, thereabout. Okay, it's about 105. Okay. So there was a time I saw it at about $70-something that time. That was last week or last 2 weeks. So now, whatever thing you are doing, some of those things, as you invest, buy some of the coins, keep it. Because they may create a lot of hype, and then the coin will pump, and then you do not have anyone. The coin, there's a level the coin can pump to that even when you take profit, you still have the coin, your investment is there, and you are in excess money. So, but you always need to do it on time. Don't wait until you have all the money. If it's one you can buy it. That's it. That's just my strategy. Okay. So Streak is added. So we have Streak. Okay. Those of you who are already on the platform. Okay, let me just see. Okay. So on staking and DeFi gaming, we have Midas. I'm just picking some, not all. I have time to pick. We have Midas, we have Mavi Otron staking, and right. We have base swap, right? Then you can buy the coin and keep. You can still stake on it. Then we have the DeFi game Drip Network. That's the Animal Farm, the PG Bank, the Drip Faucet, and all of that. And so the next gen, those of you are in Forex, and of course you can just invest, leveraging. Then we have Sizu. Well, Sizu is printing a lot of money for me that I've been using to buy coins. That's true. Yeah, I can say in a week is just like, because both metaverse staking, whatever they say, then join with affiliates and all of that. So on the average, if you have a system that the average is giving you both the affiliate and all of that, giving you above $500 to $600, I'm not sure it's too bad. Then you can take out. I've not used the money like this week. If I go to my Sizu, I've not used any of my money from Sizu to do any other thing than to buy coins. In fact, I'm looking for more money right now to buy coins. Okay. Then we have AFF2. I don't even log into this because my investment is not much there, just allowing to be there as it were. So Aliyah mining and streak staking. So I'm going to do detailed training. I think I've done a lot of detailed training in some of those platforms. Then, but this Aliyah and streak, I may need to do. What I actually now have to look into this Aliyah was that there was a company, one of our protege showed to me. It was painful because it was there on the platform since it was opportune to have been there since 2017. It didn't take them serious, and later they did other things and all of that. So, but now I think what he even used around what's it called? What he used around $2,400 to buy right now, I think it's going to cost us, give and take, over $20,000. So, and the other things they are doing there, they are fantastic, but they are expensive. And so that was, and also that the similar thing they were doing was what Aliyah proposed to be doing. So, and that's okay. Instead to go for too much expensive and lamenting, so let me look at this guy that I'm going to leverage on to. That's why we have to take Aliyah. There's so many things around the Aliyah too. You have late divining and all of those things. So you have the drip faucet and all of that. And I want to tell us, and I want many of us to, when you are in crypto, you're doing some staking, understand that it's not all money you make now that you kill immediately. That's why a lot of people are still struggling, because I'll tell somebody, sorry to use this language, forgive me if you offend you. Let me use this language. Permit me, everybody. If you are in crypto and you have been in Plan B for more than 5 years, and your challenge yet is still what you are going to eat, you need to ask yourself a question. That means you have done a lot of things wrong. I know what I'm talking about. Now, that's what am I talking about? If all your challenge now is still about how to feed your family, what you're going to eat, are the thing you are hustling for, and you have been in Plan B for more than 3, 4, 5 years, and what you are still struggling with is how to feed your family, you need to have self-deliverance. I mean, independently. I'm not joking, I'm saying it with fact. Because why? We are slow though, in Plan B, we don't compel people, but if you have been committed to, at least with the way God is just helping us, not by our power, man, by now, it shouldn't be, feeding that should be your challenge. What should be your challenge is that, come on, how am I going to build my portfolio? What should be your challenge now is to be how can I be making so amount every day now? How can I build up my portfolio? Okay, my portfolio is deflated. What strategy can I use to do? And those are the things. And then by now, there's some skills that we ought to have gotten, not just like anyhow, like other persons and all of that. So, but if you are still in that shoe, now nobody is mocking you. What you need to do, just go back home and do your homework. Re-strategize. If you need to separate some friends, do that. There's no, don't shy away from it. If you know there are some friends you have that are just influencing you negatively, just do away with them. Boy, I think we need to call it a day so that I can focus myself and know exactly what I am doing. Now, lastly, guys, there's okay, you can see my BNB baby. You can see my BNB baby. I love this guy. It can print, it can print. Either you are, imagine even if you are using it, if you are using it for future and all of that, it can print. Maybe because it's BNB, BTC, BNB. The guy can print, okay? So now, what I will not have time to detail this. This coin, I know many of you have it before. We talked about it for a very long time. From what is happening to Ethereum, what I'm sensing Ethereum that will come, there may be wisdom for you to buy some Ethereum Classic and just keep, if you have the money, okay? It's not a financial advice, okay? But there may be wisdom for you to just buy some Ethereum Classic and just keep. Just gamble it, okay? If you have some money, even if it's to buy 1 or 2, just buy it. There may be wisdom there, okay? There may be wisdom there for you to just buy some Ethereum Classic and keep. I think I was even actually waiting for it at $26, but I think it didn't get there. And let me see. My BNB baby. The guy want to break this guy, eh? Oh my goodness. So you can use it now if you're using just IDBB and and DBB and MA, you can be making money. Maybe at least twice or once a week you can enter the market, and yet you will be in money, right? So you can buy, you can just, so you can see that it's even have a long way to go. So you can buy some Ethereum Classic and just keep and watch what's going to happen. Okay. So it came to 30 something. I was actually waiting for it at 26, but I think it got a nice support and then didn't go as I expected the guy to do. Okay. So you can see that I was actually not wrong. Expanding it down, crazy down. Well, it disappointed me. That was not, but anything can still happen. Don't think that maybe as it's going here, I'm not going to be surprised if it get to 34 point something and go banana and say, I'm here for you at about $27, $26. So why not? We'll enjoy it if you do that. But if it doesn't, so if I buy now and it come down that way, I will dollar cost average. So that's the wisdom. So ladies and gentlemen, that's just the basic thing you must understand. Now, those of us on private mentorship on Tuesday, I think we'll find time to do. There's a coin I've been working on, and I think it's looking like it's going to be the next helium. Those of us in Bill with me, when I talk about helium, the pains I have about helium. And then I think from one or two different research systems I've got involved in, and I'm from the kind of comment I'm getting, and I'm doing my own research about that particular coin. It may be very crazy, and then it may have potential of maybe 10, 20, 30x, right? But that's not for everybody. It's going to be for private mentorship first, and then Bill with me second. Then if we have done very well in it, then we can bring it to the general floor, okay? So, but it's very important. I'm just researching some good 3S, 10S, 50S, 100X coin that we can do well, in the market, as it were. All right, so I think at this point I'll have to call it today. So if you have questions, then you can type it so that I will pick your questions. But I think it's important for you to always encourage yourself, tell yourself the hard truth, and don't get deceived about the hype people creating around and then, taking you off balance. You just need to position yourself, tell yourself, this is what I want, work with it and all of that. Then those of you in Forex, this same, what's it called, indicators can work for you, okay? Like this same indicator can work very fine for you. So don't think it's only for, I still give the gate set for Euro, Swiss, France the other day, and it worked. So in stock, it still work for Can see I was telling one of my protege that the guys cannot break it. It's critical for it. And then the guy actually got there, couldn't break it and come down. So, but at an entry position here, and then stopping here should have given you some good number of pips. Then you will have exit. Now, and I said, I was expecting it here, but it broke this. For those of you Fibonacci retracement, it broke the golden ratio, and got to the second one, and then it couldn't make up because the condition in the market was not favorable. And then there we are, we're still at, this is what we call center of nowhere, okay? Somebody may come now, can I buy this? No, there's no sign for you to buy it. Even the price action is not showing anything positive for you to buy, right? So you can see that I can still use the same thing, Euro USD. Okay. Can you see, right? Right. So this is now forming a resistance, right? So Euro USD, and but I'm now beginning to see some kind of good formation. But between now to tomorrow or 1 a.m., then the formation may be very clearer for the person to say, okay, let me enter. So you can see, okay. So, but what kills most of us is that we don't set a strategy or pattern of our trade. Okay. So I still use the same thing. So don't think it's only for crypto. I still use the same thing for stock. I trade stock. I don't trade Forex. All right. But I have investment in Forex. So understand this. What is this? my good company from, this Chinese company in New York Stock Exchange, Neo Electric, this thing, can you see? So it's the same thing, okay, see? So it still give you good entry and exit and all of that. So, okay, you can see that when you see some of my plotting, you know that I'm actually doing something around this guy. So, okay. Okay, shit, okay. Just undo. Okay. Okay, so that's this, guys. It's so important. It's fantastic. Okay, somebody want to ask questions. So let me just stop the recording first.